The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Magical Monday, the May 18th edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there's having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary day, an extraordinary week, extraordinary life. And the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here, but much, much more important than that. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone, dial on in, 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there, too. You can always let those fingers do the walking. You can send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question in our Tiger's Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on magical, marvelous, magnificent Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now, we got all the indices in the green in a big way. You've got the Dow up 3.5%. That's 850 points. The upside, a little over 3% in the S&P. That's 90 points. NASDAQ is up 2%, 187 points. Russell's up 69. 5.55% to the upside out here. The trannies are the leader. They're up 6.68%. That's 518 points. Gold's off $24. Light sweet crude is up 250. Silver's up 35. Treasury bonds are back 2 full points right now. Trading out at 178.30. Dollar-wise, leading the charge, the upside. You got Booking Holdings, $188, $13. Transdigim Group, 35. Chipotle up 29. Credit Acceptance Corp up 29. Align Technologies up 26. Lots of big moves to the downside. Shopify off $32, 4%. Wayfair is off $18, 10%. Folks, there's a major storm brewing right overhead. I mean, literally overhead out here. If we do get kicked off of if I do get kicked out of the show here, my apologies. I've been down twice just in the last 15 minutes at this stage here, and I've got the window open. I can kind of see the lightning off in the, that was a big strike just off in the distance here. So hopefully keep your fingers crossed. We'll be able to last the hour. But let's really get right to it with regard to what we should be watching. Now, what I'll do here is we'll first take a look at them. We're going to focus on the daily time frame charts because I believe that today it's going to really be important, the daily time frame. So let's go take a look at, we'll do the futures contracts first. Then we'll go take a look at the indices, and then we'll go take a look at the sectors out there, just so that you got some numbers, key numbers to be able to put down on a pad of paper to help assist you with regard to what the market is communicating to you and I. So we begin here by taking a look at the ES Mini. What do we know about it? Well, one, we know that this created a Gartley sell pattern. Gartley sell pattern requires an A to B equals CD. This A to B equals CD from Stevie's world wouldn't complete until you see a bearish reversal candle. That took place on April 30th. Dark cloud cover candle. Now, the high of that session is 29.65. Put that down on a pad of paper. 29.65. If you see the ES Mini close above that, well, what we can say is that first, this Gartley sell pattern will have failed. The price target becomes its TD9 breakdown area of 30.28. So it's not substantially higher, but that would become the next target to the upside. That is inside the ES Mini. Until there's a close above 29.65, this Gartley sell pattern remains in effect. So even with this nice move that we've seen here today, it still has that Gartley sell pattern. We also know is that last week, that was a big strike. What we also know about, I should just turn the camera around, let you folks look outside off into the distance, because it's just amazing, the lightning strikes. Those guys have got to be getting crushed. I don't know, I'm going to guess it's about 10 miles. 5 to 10 miles off to the west out here. In any event, so the Gartley sell pattern is still in effect inside the ES Mini. Let's take a look at the NQ. In the case of the NQ, the number is going to be 93.4550. 93.4550 is what created the bearish engulfing at wave number 7. That's letter G, as well as that 3 drive to a top pattern. Now, if price closes above 93.4550, the NQ is going to go tag its all-time high swing point out there, and that's going to be the bottom of that is 99.4975, and the high is 97.4575. But as we speak right now, it's 3 drive to a top pattern is still in play. But it's all going to be about the end of the day, in my opinion. There's been a couple of short-term potential topping signals. None have held out there, so the move is fairly strong. Market breadth wise, everything else. However, if we take a look at the Dow, now here to take a look at the Dow equity future contract, this has 2 patterns. This has the Gartley sell, and then it has the Gartley buy. And both of these patterns are active. Now, the Gartley buy pattern that formed on Thursday with the bull sash candle inside the Dow equity future contract. The number you're going to watch today, tomorrow, any of these days is 24,792. Any close above that negates the Gartley sell pattern. It also had a dark cloud cover. It looks like that was well, I don't know. I'm not going to use probably. I'm just going to tell you when it was. April 30th. Okay, so it was the same day out there. So 24,792. Now, any close above that, you would anticipate that the Dow is going to head up to 26,138. That's its TD9 count breakdown. But as we speak right now, it has not broken through the resistance level established on its daily time frame for its bearish Gartley. Well, that was a Gartley sell pattern, I believe, inside the Dow. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, this has 2 patterns as well. This has a 3 drive to a top. The level you're watching there is 1374. Any close above 1374 is going to suggest a move all the way up to 1520. That would be a pretty large move. 1520 is its TD9 count breakdown. This too formed a Gartley buy pattern. Now, it did it last Thursday. It wasn't last Thursday's candle session, because that was a doji candle. It was really Friday that created the 3 river morning star pattern out here. So support's going to be the bottom of last Thursday. Resistance right now at 1374. But still, as we speak, the nice moves in the market. None of the patterns on the equity future contract side has failed. Those were all topping signals. Now, let's go from there over into the indices. Let's go take a look at the indices out here. And the reason why I want to do this and do this like this right now is just simply just in case I do get thrown off the get knocked out for the count out here with regard to this storm that is overhead. Then at least you've got the numbers to be paying attention. Now, when we take a look at the S&P 500, slightly different number. We're traded at 29.54 and change. 29.54.86. That's the number, 86. 29.54.86. If there's a close above that, then the Gartley sell pattern will have failed. Now, its resistance, the TD9 count resistance area, not that much further overhead, 29.85. Let's call it 29.86. 29.86 is the number to watch. If there's a close above that, the S&P definitely wants to head higher. Right now, price trading right at resistance. Watch that 29.54.86 number at 4 p.m. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We'll go back to the indices in just a moment. A question came in, be pretty easy to answer. This is from Alex. He's asking, has Alibaba moved up enough to change the chart formation that's in place? So let's go take a look at the chart formation that Alex is referring to. It's a TD9 count out here. And Alex, that TD9 count, we would need to see a close above that in order to change the pattern, maybe create an A to B equals CD to the upside. And that was bar number 9 that formed on April 18th out there. Price is also trading right up into the top of its daily profile out here. So the specific answer to your question is no. The 9 count pattern has not failed just yet. So what does price need to do in the case of Alibaba? Well, what it needs to do is it needs to close above really 2 levels out here. You've got the top of its profile, that's 213.83, but the top of that 9 count, that's the close that you need to see price close above. That would be 214.98. Hope that helps you out. We've got a caller. Let's go out to Brent in Martinez, California. Brent, thanks for calling. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing very well, Steve. How about yourself?
Also doing well. Thank you very much. And Goldilocks, I believe, is what you are calling about. So tell us what you're looking at and how I can assist you.
Oh, we had a couple rainbows this morning, so I was thinking about that pot of gold and thought I'd call about to see what you thought about the price of gold. And the weather you're having, man, it's a lot more extreme than what we're having. It sounds like wrath of God kind of stuff back where you're at and kind of fuzzy bunny stuff here. So.
Yeah, stuck between, 2 large bodies of water, these storms can pop up really quickly, and it's a doozy right now. But I love the double rainbows, no doubt about that. So
yeah, it was kind of neat. I saw that on my hike, and I came back, and there was a good sized one over our house. So yeah, kind of neat to see that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so if we take a look at gold out here, let's start by. Let me get back to some charts out here. So we take a look at gold. Let me pull over first the daily time frame chart. This one right here, and what we're going to see today's candle session is a key reversal. A key reversal is where the prior session's high and low is exceeded. The price needs to close at least one tick in the opposite direction, and price should be extended. So I don't know if this is really going to qualify as the extended portion, but similar to the question that Alex had asked about Alibaba, here we can see that gold has a TD9 count top. It was formed on bar number 8, and price would need to close above that. That's an absent. Price would need to close above that to suggest to you and I that it wants to head to higher price. Now, gold has really been consolidating sideways from about the range of the high today to right around the 1650-ish level. So we still know there is a confirmed topping signal inside of gold. That took place back around, let me give you the exact date out here. That took place in the trading session of April the 14th. That was a TD9 count bar number 8 high out there. So that's the first thing. If price is going to pull back, the real key area to be watching, Brent, if gold is going to change its trend, I would say would be Stevie's green line on the weekly time frame. And this would need to be on a closing basis, not intra-week out here. We need to see it close below that. This level has been tested the last 4 weeks out here, and each time that area is held. So the number right now that it's printing at is 1717.30. That's going to change, but the 1717 range would be what I'd be looking for. And if we see it close below that at the end of the week, well, then that would be a suggestion that price would pull back to 1465. So that's going to be the end of the week out there. We'll want to pay attention to it. On a 30-minute basis, for any questions so far?
I thought it was interesting that it got up close to that previous high, I think, that you just referenced, and was unable to surpass that, and then, of course, backed off from that level. So it seems like it is having some trouble, as it gets to that level, and it did kind of it had that reversal more or less, and I just wanted to get your thoughts about it, which you're doing at the moment. So.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So it's a great point that you made there. I'm glad that that was one of your observations, that it almost got up to that high and reversed and turned down. Now we can take a look at gold, not just priced in U.S. dollars, but it's important to say what are other traders across the globe when they're taking a look at gold? How is it trading? So we know inside euros, gold is also given up. It was trading a new all-time high early this morning. That has given it up. If we take a look at gold in terms of yen, it got up to the top of its daily profile, turned right back down. In terms of pound sterling, the same thing. Now, in this case here, we take a look at these charts. There's no key levels of support that have been broken either, but really the important point here is that we're seeing gold sell off in all of the currencies out here, and that's important to take a look at. If we come back and we take a look at gold, we can look at a number of different things. Let me just take this chart here. And this is the chart that we use, folks, to take a look at my horizontal trading ranges. I'm going to go ahead and turn those off. So one of the things that I notice about today's high, Brent, and what I put in here, I'm looking at the yellow diagonal lines, and as these are trend channel lines. So I'm not using the body of the candle, but I'm using the upper or lower shadows or the wicks out here. And so it's interesting to me that the channels that I had drawn in, or the channel that I had drawn in, actually that price stopped right up at that level early this morning. And I had drawn this in earlier before price had made the move. So it was around 5 or 6 o'clock this morning out here. But it's interesting that price ran right into that area. Now, if I take a look at the horizontal trading ranges, let me just turn off those channels for the moment. Here what we can see is price has really just been trading within a range. And that range, in essence, is around 1695 to 1762. So all that really transpired today thus far is just a test of the top of the range that is held over the past month and a half, couple of months out here. Likewise, the bottom portion of this range at 1695 has also held. So we're just trading, when we all boil it down out here, we're just trading inside of a range.
And it's actually a decent sized range. It's something that's probably tradable, I suppose.
It is tradable. If we were to go take a look at a 30-minute time frame chart, then for the trade, Early this morning, as gold was making its high, was moving higher with less relative energy. We can see it's busted through a couple of key support levels out here with no bottom signal just yet on that time frame. This is going to suggest to us maybe we see 1715. That's what the 30-minute time frame chart shows us. The hourly time frame chart for gold, and folks, what we're doing here is we're just trying to see if there are any signals, bottom signals, support levels out here. And on the hourly time frame, we did get the confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator top. In this case here, a pullback to 1697. It would say nothing's wrong with it. Its price would just pull back to its breakout level, but that would be another $40 to the downside out here. The 2-hour time frame chart had a TD9 count out here. It was bar number 8. That made its high. Prices below support 1739. So all of these intraday charts here, as we take a look at them, Brent, suggest that gold would be pulling back to the bottom portion of that range in that 1695-ish area out there. At least that's what I see at the moment.
Okay, that's great. I really appreciate it, Steve. That's in line with what I was, thinking was possible, and not that I'm looking for your confirmation, but just another set of eyes, and of course, go over some of the other tools that you look at, which I much appreciate. Just have a great day, have a great week, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.
You too, Brent. Take care. We'll be right back, folks. We're going to go out to Denver and speak with Ron about Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol REGN. I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
folks, let's go out to Ron in Denver. Ron, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Great, Steve. Colorado's beautiful. It's opening up, and they found out that half of the COVID deals were not COVID. It was just people in nursing homes with other stuff.
Yeah, I heard.
Not as bad as they said.
Yeah, I must have heard.
Anyway, I just wanted to. Last week there was a lot of insider sales on Regeneron, REGN.
Yeah.
In big numbers, and so I bought puts at 575 and sold calls at 575, just a short-term spread for Friday. I just wondered, can you give me any parameters or numbers?
So, sure. So I guess the first number that we'd want to take a look at for you in Regeneron, first, if we take a look at what it's done today, I'm going to expand the daily chart. I'm going to turn price off just for a moment, just so you and everybody else can see the actual market profile out here, because it's hidden behind the bar. So whoops, I meant to turn off price, not the actual bars. So here, there we go. So you can see that it's a bearish structured profile. And what I mean by that is the center area, the center line is 559.01. And at the center, both buyers and sellers in Regeneron Pharmaceuticals believe that is where price is fairly valued in the range. Now, the range is, the bottom is 537.01. So if price does push lower, 537.01 is, as the price gets down to that area, that's where you're going to, that should be the end of, well, I don't know if it'll be the end of the move, but that would be a test of support. Resistance is the top of the box, which is 573.67. So at this stage here, I'm going to so we know it's a bearish structured profile because that center is closer to the top than the bottom. If price is able to close below the center level at 559, I don't know, maybe that's 557, something like that, a couple bucks, then that's going to signal to you that sellers should be able to have the energy to push price down to support at 537.01. So that would be, now if price today were to close above 573.67. That's saying that what Regeneron want to do would be to trade higher. It would be the second bar in a row above 573.67, and that would suggest to me that price would want to move higher out there. Now, I'm going to shorten this up a bit. We can see that Regeneron is trading above the top of its bearish structured weekly profile. So for that time frame, it's very bullish. And price is trading above the top of its bearish structured monthly profile. So that is still bullish. So now we need to do, Ron, is pull over my other charts. Just look for any other piece of information that might assist you. We can see that for the course of really for quite a while, Regeneron, as price has gotten up to these levels here, it keeps pushing higher and doing with less relative energy out there. Nothing again has busted. No key levels of support have broken. Again, that being that 537.01. So it does have topping signals. Today is a key reversal session at a minimum out there. And again, but you're looking for price. Well, you're going to be watching that center area, that 559 level. The weekly chart's probably not going to help you out a whole lot because you're just dealing with this week. So what questions do you have after what I've shared with you so far?
No, you covered what I wanted, and I appreciate it very much.
Okay.
I'll watch it. If it goes above 573, I'll say I'm wrong and cover.
Yeah, okay. yeah. And then if it can get below that 559 area, then you'll know to be watching that 537 range. Okay?
Sure. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
You bet. Thanks for the call. That was Ron in Denver. Now let's go back to the indice charts out here. So far, so good. I see a little bit of brightness, so maybe that storm is maybe it's going to pass us. I don't know, but regardless, let's go back to those indices out here. I want you to have those. So let's go back to I believe all we got to on the cash indices was the S&P. So let's take a look at the Dow. What do we have inside the Dow? Very much like the equity future contract, we have both a buy pattern and a sell pattern. Active, in place, Gartley sell. The Dow cash indice would need to close above 24,764.77. That's where price needs to close above to negate the Gartley sell pattern. Hasn't done that just yet. What we could also see is there's a Gartley buy pattern. And that formed on Thursday with its piercing candle. Now resistance, if price closes above the top of that Gartley sell, then what you would anticipate is a move up to 25,994. That is its TD9 count breakdown level. That is on the Dow out there. So watch that number as we come into the close today. On the NDX 100, the number to be watching is 93.54.45. We're trading at 93.58 right now. 93.58 if we closed right here. Both wave number 7 has been violated already. That was letter G, but the 3 drive to a top pattern out here will have been violated as well. We've got another caller. Let's go out to Philly and speak with John. John, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
Steve, I'm very good. I pulled up the radar looking at Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
That was quite a little dancing festival down there, rain-wise.
There was, it was beautiful on the beach today, and they've started letting people back out on the beach, which is nice to see some human beings out there. But I don't think they're on the beach anymore. I hope they're not on the beach.
Indeed. Steve, I wanted to ask you if you'd pull up the natural gas futures contract for me, specifically the July contract.
Yep.
The June contract will cease being the lead contract within just a couple of days. So I thought I'd ask if you could pull up the July contract. Backgrounder, the past 2 weeks, the week of the 4th and the 11th, I gave up some of the gains that I had made previously when the past 2 weeks the contract dove back down and made effectively a double low.
Yeah.
Bought it again on Friday, so I'm long again. It's bounced a bit. I'm wondering if you can share on that July contract what you see, please, as the resistance levels that the contract needs to rise above to prove the bull case as you see it, please.
Sure. Excellent question. And the answer is going to be simple. It's the high of the day so far. Now, when I say it's the high of the day so far, folks, it's because here is the July contract for natural gas. You can really see the double, triple, quadruple, the triple Lindy bottom out here that may have formed inside of natural gas. But the run up today, John, where prices run into is Stevie's red line. The exact number is 2.022 as we speak right now. I think I might have missed it by a penny or so. But any move, and it was anticipated or should have been anticipated that price and Stevie's red line was going to catch up to each other. Now, I can't explain to you why. Very similar to like apogee and perigee. Not because I wouldn't want to, but just I can't really explain to you why this phenomena occurs. But when my line turns color from red to green, green to red, it tells us of an eventual impending catch-up between it and price. Now, the importance there is if price tests and rejects a red line means that the price oscillator is below zero. This would just be a rejection of price, and we would have what's called a falling price oscillator below zero out here. So the real level you're going to want to watch today, there's no reason, I don't see any reason yet to catapult or get out of this, but this has just been a counter-trend rally as we speak right now as of 1:38 in the afternoon.
Terrific. Thanks so much. And I see just missed the TD9 count there.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Thanks so much,
John.
Steve.
We'll be right back.
Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
So we've given the numbers for the S&P, the Dow, the NDX 100. Let's go take a look at the Russell 2000 out here. The key level. And so the Russell 2000, just like the future contract, it's both got a 3 drive to a top pattern as well as a Gartley buy. Which of these two patterns is going to win, I don't know. 1373.40 is a number that the Russell 2000 would need to close above for its 3 drive to a top pattern to fail. If it does, you'd anticipate a move up to 1476. That's its CD9 count breakdown area out here. So that's what's going on inside the Russell 2000. Still in play out here is its Gartley sell. Nothing has been violated there. If we take a look at the Dow transports, there was a comment inside the den just a moment ago about the transports. Here we can see both a Gartley sell and a Gartley buy. Both those patterns are shaded in. The transports, the trannies need to close above 86.97.49 in order to negate the sell pattern out here. If it did, the price would move up to 92.97. But as we speak right now, it still retains its Gartley sell pattern out there. Let's take a look at the semiconductor index. As we take a look at it, price would need to close above 1802.99 to negate its Gartley sell, to negate its 7th wave move. That is letter G on my screen out here. That has not transpired yet. 1802 is the number that you're watching there. If we take a look at the NASDAQ composite, the number to be watching here, 92.50.96. We're trading at 92.47 out there. If there's a close above 92.50.96, its 3 drive to a top pattern will have been negated. If it doesn't, that pattern remains in effect. We take a look at the Wilshire 5000. Wilshire 5000 would need to close above 29,871.56. If it does that, it has resistance up at 30,285, I believe is the number. Right now, price is trading above 29,871 by a tad, 29,922 right now. So you want to watch that come day's end. And here what you're looking for are signals from the market as to what its next intention is, especially where we have a market where we have both valid Gartley sell and valid Gartley buy patterns, such as inside the New York Stock Exchange. Inside the New York Stock Exchange, price must close above 11,675.30 to negate its Gartley sell pattern. So as we speak right now, we have a few of the Gartley sell patterns where those resistance levels are being tested. The majority, price is still below resistance out there. And so that will feed right into this question right here from Johnny. And Johnny says, are you still anticipating the market returning to the lows of March? And the answer is, I don't have any reason yet to believe otherwise. If we take a look at the Dow chart, Johnny, so I'm going to focus, your question really applies more to the Dow than anything else. Inside the Dow, if we see a close below the low of last Thursday, that's going to be our indication, or one of the indications, that price is getting ready to head back to test support, or test the March lows. I shouldn't say support, to test the March lows out there. You'll see on this chart here, we don't have any other breakout level of support inside of the Dow. That's not the case, Johnny, when I take a look at the S&P 500 or the NDX. The S&P 500 did generate a TD9 count on the way up, and that generated a support level of 2574. If price were to close below 2574 in the S&P, that would then give you your signal that it would be heading back into the March lows or beyond that. So you now have a key level of support to be watching, just like we're watching a key level of resistance right now for the 3 drive to a top of that 2954.86. Our role, yours and mine, is just simply to allow the market to do its thing. It's always right, and just simply whatever patterns we are observing, watching, trading, is to take that new information and be willing to change our position if those patterns get violated, so to speak, out there. I don't know a better way to put it. Now, what I will also share with you here, Johnny, let's do this from right here. What's going on in the market is not unusual. Let's take a look at the seasonal cycle. What do we know about the old sell in May cycle? Well, if you could rhyme the cycle with sell in May 19th or sell on May 19th, that would have been a more accurate seasonal cycle had you taken a look at it. Not you, Johnny, but had anyone taken a look at the last 86 years worth of data, which that's what this chart here represents out here. And so on a seasonal perspective, we typically see a high form around May Day, May 1st. April 30th is when we got many of our sell signals, not all. We didn't get that inside the NDX 100 until later. But here we're taking a look at the Dow. We most certainly did in the Dow. What do you typically happen then? You see the market move lower, churn kind of sideways, and eventually make its high on May the 19th. Now, we don't use these dates, even though I've got these dates here targeted as date specific. But today is the 18th. We do see the market rallying up into resistance type areas out there. Will this seasonal cycle pattern kick in? Well, Johnny, I don't know. But we do know we've got these patterns out there. And if they get violated, closes above resistance levels, then that's going to tell us that the market wants to move higher until the next cycle comes in. So, yeah, I don't have nothing has really changed, not yet. But we'll see what takes place at the end of the day to provide us with new information. If it does, then it does. And if it doesn't, well, then it doesn't, huh? Hopefully that helps you out. We've got a request here from Sharath to take a look at ticker symbol. Let's get this out here. LSCC. LSCC. So first let's get that punched in and then go figure out what it is. LSCC. That is Lattice Semiconductor out here. And Sharath wants to know, I would like to buy into this for the short term, from short-term long standpoint. So your buy, and this is before we go take a look at our other charts out here, because price is trading with inside its new profile formed on Friday, formed on Friday. It's bearish in structure, and price is trading right up into the resistance zone, which is 23.36 to 24.12. So now is not the time to buy. If price is unable to break through that resistance zone, 24.12. Then maybe price is going to move down towards 21.48. That would be the bottom of the box. So that would be an area where we would be looking at. Now, I can understand why you'd want to go long. Price is trading above both its weekly and its monthly profiles out there. So let's go take a look at the instrument using my other tools out here. See if there's any kind of topping signal. Aha. Voila. So this had formed wave. So it's got an A to B equals CD to the upside. I can't draw it in on here, but there are several A to B equals CD patterns. You could start with the low on March 19th as your A point. Your B point out here would be April 1st. Your retracement down into April 3rd, and that's going to give you your A to B equals CD pattern. You also have wave number 7. This formed about 4 or 5 days ago out here. So you've got two topping patterns. Now, the A to B equals CD pattern also completed at that wave number 7G because that was a shooting star candle out here. Price is trading above Stevie's green line, so that's bullish, and would say, hey, price is going to make a run for 24.12. I don't know if it'll take that out or not, but that is your resistance level. Your best buy still be 21.48. That's what I see when I take a look at the daily. On the weekly time frame out here, what do we have inside of LSCC? I don't have much. I don't have anything to suggest that a top would be in place out here. So hence your idea of buying some type of pullback into support. On the monthly chart, it has attained wave number 7 out here. So it always says be careful, but doesn't say that this can extend itself. Next month could be a higher high. The month after that, a higher high. So not a reason to go ahead and take a short or not to take your long position out here. But I would wait for price to try to pull back to the bottom of that profile at 21.48. And the reason there is because it's a bearish structured profile as we speak right now. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So it looks like we have survived. We made it through the thunderstorm out here. A couple other things to be watching today here. If we take a look at the XAU, this is wave number 7, letter G. Price movement higher, doing less relative energy, has triggered the Rhodes momentum indicator at this stage of the game with a dark cloud cover. Now, what's going to be key inside the XAU is 124.17. Oh, that was a doozy of a lightning bolt. 124.17 is the number. If the XAU closes below that, that's going to suggest a further retracement out here. Now, we covered the indices. We didn't get the chance to cover the ETFs. Let's do a few of the sectors, I should say, of the S&P 500. Here's the XLK. You'll see its 3 drive to a top. Its 7th wave move out here. That's actually been violated. Price would need to close above 96.07 to negate the 3 drive to a top pattern. So that's the number you'll be watching, 96.07 at 4 p.m. We take a look at the health sector, the XLV. What kind of pattern does it have? Doesn't really have anything. It's got wave number 7. That is letter G out here. So this may be generating a topping signal over the course of the next couple days. Lower high needs to form in order to trigger that. Really, there was just an A to B equals CD pattern out here. The price would need to close above 102.26 to negate the sell, the D point. That's not what the current status is. We take a look at the financial sector, the XLF. This has both a Gartley sell. You can see it back out here, push price lower, and then it has formed a Gartley buy. Did that 3 days ago with the bearish or bullish engulfing candle. Nonetheless, price would need to close above 23.66. That is the top of the resistance level from its Gartley sell pattern. That was inside the XLF. Let's go take a look at the communication sector, things like Facebook, XLC. This is trading above. It's 3 drive to a top pattern. Watch 52.25. You're trading at 52.47. To close above that says that its 3 drive to a top pattern inside of XLC will have been negated. Folks, that's all the time that we've got. Thanks so much for being here. Please stay tuned. There's 2 wonderful hours of programming left. Your favorite polar bear, David White, he's up next. After that, Tom O'Brien to take us on home. I'll be back with you on Taco Tuesday. Have a magical Monday. Take care, folks.